Yo, yo. So,
What?
straight to the point. Just making this video, just talking about some of the ordeal stuff, like just my experience with it. I still got two left. I probably am gonna do a custom one at the end, but it's getting difficult. But I just want to talk about it, like things that I found like that was really cool about it, things that like were not balanced at all, and just you know just the normal breakdown of it, right? So I guess I'll start with like I guess I'll go one by one and then like just tell you like my experience with it. Bonded Fate, straightforward. It's friendly fire. What I Okay, so I liked it overall, but what I didn't like about it is that I was playing how you call it co-op with a person, and the issue that we were having is that for some reason, and no other beat 'em ups that I know do this. If you have a move that like ricochets or that is like homing or like it has like automatic like it tracks the enemy. For some reason, this game makes it so that your ally becomes the enemy instead of it just turning on friendly fire. So what was happening? Our whole playthrough is on my YouTube, by the way. If you want to see it, just type in Bonded Fate Ordeal. Is there? Our whole playthrough, I had chain lightning, and every time I hit an enemy, my ally was just getting hit, like he was just getting slaughtered. And then he also had the thing, which I told him not to get, but he got it anyway, where every time he used a how you call it what's the Arcana, right? Every time he used the Arcana, he had the splash wave come out of it, like that was the power up that he got, and like it was hitting the whole screen. He was playing the frog, so obviously the frog, he's a mage and he takes up like the whole screen with abilities. So we was just slaughtering each other the whole run and everything. Now, granted, it doesn't tell you here, but it there's like a minimal damage thing for it, so like it doesn't take the full damage. But like when I was doing like the flying shredders, as you know, that's my signature right there. Shout out to to Cider. But when I was doing flying shredders, like he was just getting obliterated, man. So I was like, maybe they should change it to where like the friendly fire, like the game doesn't have tracking on it. Any of the tracking abilities, they need to make it so that it doesn't track your opponent as if they're the enemy. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Legion, this is the one with a bunch of enemies. Straightforward. It's fun. I like it. I hope you could turn that enemy multiplier up to like a higher. Let me see if you can actually. I haven't tried it. What's the highest enemy multiplier? 500. So you can turn it to 500. That's pretty cool. I haven't, as you can see, I haven't unlocked them all yet. I'll get to that in a second. That's straightforward. This one I did not like at all. So this one actually soft locked my game. I did not like this Guardian Ordeal. That's why it's actually not uploaded. I think this is the only one that I didn't upload because of that. So what happened is, you see how it says punish damage 1,000, right? And ritual damage is divided by 4, physical damage is divided by 4. It's basically telling you you can't hit an enemy unless you counter them, or if unless you hit them like right after an attack, right? So what the game did is it gave me Bramble. If you don't know, Bramble is the thing where you get the little darts and you throw the darts, right? And it works like as a projectile. The problem with it, and this is where the bad balancing comes into play. The problem with it is that you have to do a finisher combo in order for you to get two darts of Bramble, right? Because they nerfed it where like it doesn't work on every finisher. You can only get it, I think, once every combo that you do on an alive enemy, right? So the issue was that long hallway part at the end where you right before you fight Azra, right? They put a red guy there, the red guy with the with like he has like the elemental things thrown at you, and then also he has two shield guys. One of them was red, one of them was regular, right? I can't damage him unless I do that. Unless I have the bramble, right? But because he's red, I can never get a finisher off because he's gonna kill you before you do that. You also can't hit the regular enemies because they're shielded, so you can't get a finisher on them either. He's just gonna punish you for that. So you're stuck there with enemies that you can never kill because you can never do the like the thing you're supposed to do. Actually, it wasn't Guardian, sorry. It was Ritual what I was talking about. It was this one where I can never kill him because the regular damage, you don't do any damage at all, and then the ritual damage that you're supposed to get, you can't get it. Like you just can't get it. Like it's just bad. Like that's something where the game needs to make it so that you're guaranteed a ritual on your basic attack. Like whether it be wind, whether it be lightning, whether it be fire, you have to, like, the game has to make it so that you get one of those. If you don't get one of those, you just struggle the entire run. It's beyond ridiculous. Like it makes no sense. Going back to Guardian, this was still annoying, just because, like, as you see, you have to punish everything, and like most of it, like Absolum, for example, when you get to Absolum, like Absalom is very difficult to punish when he has what do you call it? The little Beyblades around him is what I call them. You can't really punish him because those things are random. Like they're just gonna hit you. So it's sure he wasn't doing that much damage to you, so it was kind of like it was easy to beat it, but it just took so long that it was just unnecessary. That's what I didn't like about it. Everything else about it is straightforward. Mania, I like this in the sense that it brings that Streets of Rage Mania feel to it, where like if you die to the wrong thing, it can mess up your run. But it also brings a level of difficulty to it that I like, where like the enemies are faster, the enemies are more aggressive. However, the enemies being more aggressive lead to them doing loop combos. Like I've gotten Touch of Death like multiple times during this run. That's kind of broken in my take of it, in my playthrough. It like I've been streaming Mania. This was the one that was probably, I say, the hardest to try and beat, and then obviously I made the mistake. I didn't activate it, and then I beat the game, and then it didn't count, so I have to do it again. That's why you see it's not cleared. But I do like this. Like overall, I do like this. I just think the enemy aggression with how fast they attack is a little busted. Sacrifice Ordeal. This was dumb easy. Like it's actually broken because it actually gives you infinite Arcana, and it also takes the Arcana away from what's the guy named Azra. So you could just body him like the whole time, and then the lifesteal doesn't matter because you know me, I play Cider. So Flying Shredder, you do an Arcana, it takes 20 of your health, but then like you're obliterating them with damage like so fast that you're just gaining the health back like crazy fast. There is I don't know if it's a glitch. If you look at my sacrifice run, I had it to where I got the item that makes it so that you could exceed the maximum health that you have, so you get green health on top of it. But when you do the Arcana, it takes from your regular health. But I don't think it's a glitch because when you actually get hit, it takes from the green health. It takes from your additional health instead of the regular health. So I think what they actually did was the Arcana takes away from your regular health, like Streets of Rage, so when your health is at minimum, you can't do it anymore. But your actual health of like the damage that you receive is whatever is shown on the screen. But once it reaches to red health again, then you're actually at the red health, if that makes sense. And I beat this in 40 minutes. That was actually quick. Ritual, I discussed that. That's the one with, like I said, I was soft locked. I didn't like it. Mayhem. I thought this was actually going to be better than it was, but it really wasn't. Because I actually asked for something like this before this update. But it only rotates the levels within, like, how can I explain? So you see how you have like it's usually like 3 levels and then like a boss fight or then a rest area. It only rotates those. It doesn't rotate the entire region, which is what I thought it was gonna do.
What?
It doesn't do that. Champions. I'm still learning. Like I'm not perfect at fighting the bosses. Like I, I now know how to do it. I think I could do it with ease now. The interloper is annoying. That's the main thing I'd say. And of course Azra, if you don't know how to fight him, he's just busted. And then sometimes like I know y'all saw like in a lot of the runs that I've been playing, they for some reason they made it so that it's harder to parry against Absolum. And what happens is like you could do the same move twice, and one time it will parry, and then the second time it may not. So like that's it. It just gets you learning the boss fights. Oh, that one dude that you fight with. Oh, there's the thing I really don't like about it. The first thing is the guy that you fight, the necromancer guy that you're supposed to only be able to fight with Galandra. That guy's busted. He does a sword move that activates like immediately, like it's like a 1 frame attack, and when he does it, like you have no option except but to try and parry the swords, or what it is to avoid them, but it just comes out so fast that it's just not fair. Like I don't care how much skill you have, like you will not avoid that move. Like it's just what it is, right? And then the other thing is, let me just go to the color so I can show you. This game has a thing where is it here? Skin, right? So how do you why do I oh, there you go. Okay, so you know how you fight these characters, the black characters, the grayed out characters, right? You know how you fight them as a boss, right? So this game has what we call different AIs for a boss. Okay, so that just means that there's different difficulty levels for the boss that you fight. So there's 2 versions of this boss. There's one that will fight you just doing your moves normally. You fight it straight up, right? Then there's a ridiculously broken version of the same boss where I fight a clone of Cider, for example, because I'm playing as Cider. Whatever character you play as is the boss that you're gonna fight, right? And this Cider has the ability to spot dodge. She can cancel her arcanas into different arcanas. Like she could do Spider Mine into like Flying Shredder like immediately. Like she could just do move like you don't even hear the move come out. Like it's just busted. And like every time you do an attack, like she'll just perfectly dodge it. She'll do like Flying Shredder has like a small frame of invincibility. You'll be in front of her face and do a move, and then she'll do a Flying Shredder, become invincible, and then just punish you for anything that you do. If you fight that version, just start over. Like I kid you not, just start over. Don't even try. Like unless you know like a infinite loop or something like that. Don't even try. Don't waste your time. I'm telling you, do not waste your time. It's just busted. I like the difficulty on that, but like if you're gonna have it to where like this is supposed to be boss mode, I think all the bosses should have like a set difficulty for them. You can't just beat 3 bosses and then put like a busted boss on the screen that you can't fight against, and then you just lose your whole run. I think that's busted. That's the only thing I would change here. Glass Cannon, to me, this was the easiest one of all of them. Yes, it's busted. If you get hit, you die. Pretty much. Like you might survive like 2 or 3 hits, sometimes depending on the enemy. But like I had Cider, and I had what's the one the ricochet thing. I forget what it's called. The flying rotator thing that she has, the boomerang thing, right? So you could walk into anything and you could just do that. Not only that, there's something else that it doesn't mention here that made this extremely easy, is that your arcana gain is like quadruple. Like you gain like 4 to 5 times arcana. And this counts on hitting things that aren't enemies. So like if you hit objects, you know how you build a little bit of Arcana. You build a bunch of Arcana. So you could just walk into things. This is how I did it. It's on the YouTube if you want to see it yourself. But you just walk into a room, you do the boomerang, flying boomerang or whatever. I think that's the name of the move. You do that, and then everything dies. And then you like as everything is dying, you could just juggle the dead enemy and just build the Arcana again, and then just walk into the next room and just do that. And if you level it up, the boomerang it hits. I think it hits like 6 enemies at a time. It's just busted. You just win. So that's pretty much all you had to do the whole game. And then at the end, obviously, I did. I think I did the flying shredder on Absolum. I think I don't remember exactly how I played it, but I know it was just easy. Iron Ordeal. This is written incorrectly. So this just makes it so that you can't get any elemental power ups. When it says end of region rewards, I thought it meant like the thing that you get after you beat the boss, the little extra, the little void that you attack. I thought it meant that. That's not what it means. It just means that you don't get any elemental power ups. So all the little jewel crystal things, it doesn't give any of that to you. But other than that, it was straightforward. It's like regular. This is the hardest one in my opinion. This makes it so that you start with how you start when you first play the game. No power ups, no nothing. You start with the smallest amount of health, one Arcana. Like the problem that makes it very, very difficult is that you only have one life, right? So that means that when you get to Azura stage, remember you don't get extra money either. When you get to Azura stage, you have to be able to buy the extra life in order for you to beat Absolum. If you don't buy the extra life, you can't win. Then the other issue is that if you play co-op, both of you can't win either because only one person can get that extra life. So it's essentially just saying that one person has to die and then the other person has to kind of just like you could revive a person, how you revive, you take the health, you revive them. But that both players by the time of Absalom, one player will have full health and the other person will have no health, and you have to play the game like that. It's difficult. It's just the hardest one in my opinion. Life Stealer, this was too easy. You just gain way too much health on hitting things. All you have to do is equip the thing that lets you exceed your maximum health. Is very easy. I know on my YouTube it looks like I had infinite health. I actually didn't have infinite health on it. I just had so much health above my normal health bar that it was never going down. That's why when Absolum does his insta kill, that's when my health turned back to normal because I had so much health. This one is straightforward. Corrupted regions, everything is corrupted. I don't think this is gonna be crazy hard as it sounds. It's just the beginning is gonna be hard because you have like no power ups. I think this is one that you should play with like co-op. Hang on 1 second. I just had a quick call. Sorry about that. So the beginning of it is gonna be difficult. The end of it is gonna be pretty easy. Scavenger, I just did this one, just the last one I did. I actually like this. I actually really like this one. It makes it so that enemies just drop random items. Like it could be power ups, it could be like equipment power ups. They won't give you like elementals. At least I've never seen it give you elementals. But other than that, it's straightforward. It was easy playthrough. This one I have to start. I didn't touch it yet. I can start it while we on here. But basically, the enemy amount is half, but everything is elite. Let me I'm not gonna play through the whole thing. I'm just gonna activate it. Excuse me, got hiccups. I'm gonna activate it so you can see. Oh, and this is something you unlock. You're able to pick your advanced power up from the start. It's pretty cool.
one body, but they cannot share a land.
So everything should be red if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I can tell you right now, this is gonna be annoying, just off of the fact that you can't grab them. I mean, like, not these ones, but like, you know, like later in the game, there's gonna be ones that you can't grab. I would say for this one, the best way to combat it is to do like a companion run. Like, it not necessarily co-op, but like do one where I wish they put different enemies now. Do one where like you have like a lot of like helper guys and do that. And I would say do like maybe chaos. That way you can try and spawn something. See, like you would have to know how to fight everything. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's annoying. And also the bosses can be elite, by the way, just so you know. The Lizard King did it to me. It was on another run. One of the enemies put down a thing, you know, that little staff thing that makes everything glow with super armor like that. The enemy put it down on the Lizard King, and I had to fight him. So I don't know if we'll see. Actually, I'm gonna get up to that part. Let's see if the bosses are enhanced as well. You see what I mean? Like how you don't get no grab priority. That's what I don't like about it. I'm not gonna lie. These are one of the few that I probably wouldn't want to play. I'll probably do a different one. I'll probably do like the Mania and the Boss Rush one before doing this one. Oh, whoa, relax. It's just trying to teach you like when to punish the enemies. But again, the issue is that you have enemies like the big skeleton guy with the two blades that you can't grab, and he blocks as well. They skipped. Oh god, now I gotta keep playing. They skipped the boss. I'm gonna keep running it. Oh no, not gonna do that. Yeah, yeah. It's so annoying. I think Galandra would actually be better for this, but you know, my character is Cider. I only say Galandra because I can't leave without telling him. I only say Galandra because she has easier ways to parry. But then again, Flying Shredder, like it punishes them on the right frames too, so I might be fine with that. Oh, sorry. I gotta check something. I actually like before this ordeal, I actually wanted to do like something like this where like all the enemies are like hard like that. But like when you actually play it, like it's actually like annoying. You wouldn't want to do it. I could do that. Oh, yeah, he gets up so fast. I think it's just because Goblin. 'Cause you- oh, I could do that. Like right from the grab. And then lift him up off the floor and punish him.
Finders keepers.
I think another way of doing it is to do what I normally do with Cider, to make a throw build. That's how I beat the one with the where you can't get element. That's how I beat it, by the way. Again, it's on YouTube.
Well, I was hungry.
See, I hate when that happens. Like I'm holding down and then it doesn't do it. It's just random. Like I can't even do that because it's too close.
Suppose I should take a bite.
All right, let's see. Okay, the boss is not red. That's good. Get shredded, boy. Bro, how'd you block that? Bro, you're not even looking at me!
Looks like you aren't going to stop me after all.
I'll leave it. I won't. I won't do anything. So, yeah. Let me just pass this by real quick. I might continue from this actually.
I'd like to break the ritual just for a laugh, but I just
Portal was
can't.
here too.
Well,
Let's do this. Let's go through the portal, and then I'm gonna save it.
I don't think I belong here in any form.
That's OD. All right. I'm gonna stop it here. But yeah, that's just an insight of how all of that works. My custom game will look more like Mania, just with some other stuff. I would definitely put the enemy thing to 500 because that just sounds fun. But yeah, I will get there. I just want to unlock all of the ordeals and all of the tree upgrades first. But yeah, thanks for watching.